issues on the sexual and gender-based violence that is prominent presently in the country. This is just one among the many of the success stories that you have done since you took up office as the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. What does that mean precisely to you?
Well, this is a journey. It's our fight. It's not a one-man fight, and I believe that collaboration is the only way we can succeed in this fight. And having all of these NGOs and Don Bosco, Rainbo Center, Aberdeen Women's Center, lawyers, the police, the military, everybody coming on board to fight this cause, for me, is an achievement that I believe that the scourge on rape in this country hopefully will reduce very soon, and with time we will not have a story to tell, because everybody will understand that raping women or girls in our country is not acceptable.
Okay. The director for Don Bosco, Father George, when he was talking, he said, "Justice delayed is justice denied." And you are here. You've been the fighter in this particular venture we are in. What are you going to do with regards to that?
The judiciary has their own ways they do things, but I mean, we have to commend them also, because the Chief Justice and our new Attorney General, who Mr. Brewer, Lawyer Brewer, who is there now as the AG, and the CJ, they're really trying to do a whole lot. There's a whole lot of changes happening rapidly. We've now had our own court, so we have a court sitting for 6 days a week, every day now. We've got our first judgment yesterday with a 15-year given to one more life to a fool. But I'm happy, I'm so pleased. So the judiciary really, I believe that we have the right leadership right now, and everybody is beginning to understand that this is not something that we can ignore. This is a fight that we should do together, and we need a whole lot of hands, and I believe the judiciary is part of this process. The CJ is working with us, and we are part of the CJ, the AG, they are part of the Presidential Task Force. So, we're working.
That is, again, it happens because of the pressure. It happens because of your efforts you've been putting around, not only on the rapists, but on all Sierra Leoneans, for everybody to come on board to fight. Most Sierra Leoneans will be open to see, this particular judgment up to now, as the court is presently ongoing. So, how do you hope to put more pressure on these people?
On which people?
The justice system.
The justice system are doing their work. Like I said, we have a court. We now have a new court, and now we'll follow the process. We'll see what is happening. Let us see what is going to happen from now on.
Yeah. Lastly, the director at Don Bosco here, in his statement, highlighted that he will be sending a letter, which I think will be sent to the IG to look into some of the cases that are presently here at Don Bosco, where he highlighted that 40 cases have been withheld, no much judicial proceedings and so other things. And when we came this afternoon, we found out so many issues with regards to children. One here, 4-month-old girl was also tampered with. A 4-month-old girl also was tampered with. So, what more push will you put to ensure that these girls, not only girls out of Don Bosco, but these girls here in Don Bosco have the right treatment, and the legal system is judicial or is good to them at this particular point?
I will wait for the report that he said he is going to give to myself. He's already given me an envelope which I haven't opened yet, and he's going to send the same report to the IG. And when that is done, like I said, we have a presidential task force that works together, and that task force, whatever problem that is out there, we bring it into that task force, and then we find a solution.
So what's your impression of Don Bosco?
Don Bosco has done fantastically well. Like I said, well before I started Hands of a Girl, Don Bosco is the one organization that came to me and needed my help for us to go to Switzerland to present a case to the United Nations. I went with Don Bosco to Switzerland and presented a case and explained why Don Bosco needed the support that they should get, because at that time I know 100% that is one of the institutions in the country that is doing fantastically well in supporting our kids, helping our kids, and trying to make change. So I went with them to Switzerland, and we have these results today. So I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud.
Okay. One personally, what change do you think this signing of Memorandum of Understanding will bring in fight against child abuse?
What change?
What change? The impact of this signing?
The signing. Well, like I said, this is a fight that needs a whole lot of collaboration. What has been happening before I become First Lady, and even when I become the First Lady, is the fact that there was not much collaborations with the institutions that are supposed to be collaborating. We all have the same agenda. We all want to see an end to rape in this country, but we need to work together, because if I am campaigning and screaming the hands of our girls, but then the lawyers are not working with me, the hospitals are not working with me, the police are not working with me, honestly, I will just be screaming for no reason. But now that we're working collaboratively, we are together, we sit, we exchange ideas, we exchange problems, and collaboration is the way for this particular problem that we have in Sierra Leone. So for us to succeed, we have to collaborate.
Yes, ma'am. Your name again?
Now, my name Fatima.
Okay. Yes, Fatima, you talk understanding with local organizations there, where they perfect this boku case when they tamper with the beginning. You don't be one for them people we don't fight very hard for say all the one when they tamper with the young beginning, justice due to them people and they send them abusing. This time again, how you feel about this memorandum when they don't can sign with other partners, the when Don Bosco, the lead?
I'm glad for there today, because really anything what you do, you need help. You need collaboration. You want as many people as to work with you. The fight with the fight, this is not a one-man in fight, this is not the whole country in fight. So really collaborating with all the people here, the lawyers, the doctors, the hospitals, the police, the military, the centers them we involve, Aberdeen Women's Center, Rainbow Center, Don Bosco, all of them people we are on the same agenda we want. We just want this party where they happen in our country, let's stop. But we all use different methods for doing the judiciary. We all use different methods. Now we don't see and say it's very important for law we go understand. So we know they duplicate things there. Me no go the day they do this, you day they do this. It's like then certain things then the way other person need for do in order to do and because they expect they able for no say yes, okay, we don't go this far, now this don't left, now this we need for do, or now this will not be do yet, now this will not be considered yet. Now you get different brains, then you get different people the way they sit down there, and all man get them from in your lens. We will bring them to the table so that collectively we all take them, we go find a way for we own solutions them, and then when we come back, we will able to know which one of the solutions then to work.
Recently, we see where President Diego commissioned the Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Courts, where that court them for the use for prosecute all the one them where they tamper with them, they are picking them, and you just don't talk say the court don't sentence Gigi Snow one pa when I want pa more like wait about 1 to 12 years old picking. So how often we hope for see them kind of thing and the happen inside that court still?
The boss way they sentence na bike rider, not to bar.
Okay.
Now one bike rider, a name more like 9 sentence, 15 years. And if anybody the way happy, I may happy pass all man. Because I believe say man them for no side them for care good and nonsense. Picking. They abuse speaking if you say they get away with it. We don't get a court, and the court, because then they talk say most of the cases then they delay, This special court, in order to do nothing about any other law business in this country. Now only on rape cases. Things that we get for do with gender-based violence. Now that no more than this, So at least we get now, then they concentrate on the issue of rape. So in order like where you can court today, this case did, that other case did, so tell before then the court case where involve rape, next door reach, they say una go come back tomorrow. Now una can the court side una they go for this problem. Now rape case they no more than they talk there. So we know say that one they go fast track the case system and the judgments then will be quick. and we will begin to get justice for them picking their quick.
Okay, now we know say you don't know, but people put in we don't get people where they talk say you know one of the first lady we don't fetch Tina Tanga one for say all waiting a bad thing really happen to one and then picking them is stop. So waiting at the way forward, waiting at the plans where you still get for say woman and picking them salon, they will continue for going at the right side.
We just going to continue the same thing, you know. This is a fight where nobody no need for stopper. You don't only stop where the bad thing the way they happen stop. Where the rapists then stop, then don't pull me Punjab. And that one then one good retirement will be good for me, because really until they stop, myself not able for stop. And I pray for them stop because they need for stop. So I know they look at say, you know, me and the rapists them were the one and the same. No, we're not the same. And I know they look at, I know they expect say people that were getting rapists them and their family for hate me because now me they talk against them. Anybody with the rape within a family, not disgrace to the family, that person not deserve for the day. So I hope say everybody in this country will come on board. This not to one person in fact. The organization they are already signed so. I wish one paper day were enough we will put where 7 million people will sign say we not agree for this anymore, because that we need in this country. A need for stop, period.
So before we go, what is your impression about this facility we can visit today?
One of the best. This is now this you call one-stop center. I'm so proud for Father George. You know, when we go to Switzerland, he say to me, I need money to build this, to do that. But I'm not really expecting that this really one for you. This is a fantastic place for, you know, you don't want this kind of place for picking them because they rape them. You really want picking them for Kanaya as a leisure center, not for this kind here. But since now this day for them, I am pleased that they get this kind of facility, and this kind of facility at least they will protect them picking their dignity.
Finally, Madam First Lady, just the last one. The issue of compromise and how they involve the effects against the sexual abuse violence and the country from family members, and who's calling government to parents them?
Now that I don't say the parents them really need for stop for be silence. Anybody will get mind for rape you picking, that person not a good person. Anybody will rape you picking, and you picking in everything they don't destroy. The girl you need so much for recover that picking, not just the sex. Now the trauma, everything about that person, you don't take away every dignity in that child in life. So you get for need a whole lot of other things. Therefore, give that child that small confidence system. Say yes, it is okay to leave. So what they say to their parents, they get to ya. We are not condoning here again on the houses them. Where you silence in then kind crime here, you self not the same person. Anybody when knows a rapist day or you know that they do the acts there, you not say nothing about her. You are as bad as the rapist.
Thank you.
Thank you.